Good morning, everybody. I'm Julie, and this is Lauren, and we're two of Festival's dietitians. We're here today on our patio talking all about sweet corn. Lauren, there's a lot of myths about sweet corn, so can you tell me a little bit about where it comes from?
Yes, so sweet corn is different than field corn. So when you're driving along the road, oftentimes you're going to be seeing field corn. And field corn is used to make things like livestock feed or corn syrup or corn starch, and that is not the same as sweet corn. So sweet corn is a little different in that it is actually edible, which field corn is not, and it's really delicious.
That's really interesting.
Yes. So another myth behind sweet corn, I feel like it always gets a bad rap. You know, it's not as nutritious as a lot of other vegetables, but actually sweet corn is very good for us. So it's got about the same amount of calories as an apple. It's packed with vitamin C. It's got antioxidants and phytochemicals, which help promote good eye health. And it's also got about 3 grams of fiber per medium ear of corn, which is awesome.
Wow, I guess I would have never guessed that it had that much fiber.
Yeah, so it's a great thing to include, especially during the grilling months when it's available.
Yeah, I love when it's in season. So not only is it delicious, it's also good for me.
Absolutely.
I love hearing that.
Yes. So when you're in the store, you have to pick out a good one, obviously, and there's lots of them. So what you want to look for on an ear of corn is you want to evaluate the outsides. You want to make sure that they're silky, soft, and green.
Okay, that's really interesting. And I love when I go to Festival because they have those big garbage cans right by the sweet corn, and so we can peel it there at the store, get rid of all the mess, and then you can see what you're buying too.
Yes, so when you look at the inside of the corn, you want to make sure that all the kernels are compact. And just a little fun fact about the kernels, there's about 800 kernels per medium ear of corn, arranged into 16 rows.
Wow.
Which is really interesting. And I'm just curious, Julie, how do you eat your corn? I feel like everybody eats it a little bit differently. If you eat it across or you spin it around like my dad does.
Yeah. I don't know if I have like a good rhythm with eating sweet corn. I just love it so much I probably eat it too fast.
Yeah.
But I think I'd probably eat it across that way versus nibble it around.
Yeah. Just curious. It's such a fun vegetable, especially this time of year.
It is.
Something else unique about our sweet corn at Festival actually is it's part of our Days Fresher produce. So how that program works is that on Festival we work directly with farmers and growers to get the freshest vegetables and fruits as possible. So we get it shipped direct right from the farms to our stores. So really it's one of the freshest produce around.
That is such a cool program. I just love that. And we have that for other types of produce too, right?
Yes, absolutely. So we really work to get the freshest produce possible, which also helps increase the nutrition as well as the flavor, which is great.
Exactly, because the more fresh it is, the better, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Very cool.
So when it comes to cooking corn, my mom has always just boiled it, and that's honestly the only way that I've ever had it. But we're outside grilling today, so are you going to show us a different way to cook it maybe?
No, I'm next to the grill, so that means I have to grill. And I love it boiled. I've had it that way my whole life too, and it takes about 20 minutes to boil. With the cooking it on the grill, it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes, so you save a little bit of time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But if we take a look, we have some ears already cooking, and you can see that they have that nice char on them.
Oh, I love that.
You can tell they're done because the little kernels start to shrivel just a little bit, so we know they're done. So we can go ahead and take these right off the grill.
And now, did you coat them with anything before you put them on the grill?
Nope, these just went straight on the grill. I mean, you could put maybe a little oil on there if you wanted to, but it's definitely not necessary.
They look like they turned out just fine.
Yeah, I love the char marks. It gives that extra little bit of flavor. Now, some people will cook their corn on the grill right in the husk like that.
Yeah.
That essentially steams it because you're not getting it right on, that direct heat on the grill. So you can do it that way. I just prefer the char marks. Anytime I'm grilling something, I want the char going on.
And what about all the little hairs on the inside? What happens to those when you put them on the grill?
It's really nice because when you peel those back, sometimes you have those, the little silk pieces still on there. If you throw them on the grill, that burns right off.
That's awesome. Because they're tough to get off. You can stand there and try to get them all off, and it'll take forever.
Exactly. And of course, we need a little bit of butter on our sweet corn. So I have, this is actually a flavored butter. So a flavored butter is actually called a compound butter. So there's different things that you can put in there depending on what flavor profile you want. This is actually chili lime butter.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
It's so good. So it has chili powder, cayenne pepper, and then lime juice mixed with the butter. And you want to start it off at room temperature so that it can easily be whipped with the different seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and, because our corn is hot right now, we want to go ahead and look how nice that melts on there. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so good.
And did you use salted butter, or would you say unsalted? What do you think?
So you want it to be, if you don't have salted, if you just have unsalted at home, then you can go ahead and use that and just add a pinch of salt in here with the butter. But this is, I always buy salted for this type of thing. So yeah, there we go.
It's nice too, because I mean, when I think of eating corn, it's always salt shaker, eat it. Salt shaker, eat it. But if you have, you know, a butter that's a little bit salty, you really don't even need that extra salt on there.
Right, and we have all those other flavors going on, so we don't need a lot of salt, which is cool.
Exactly.
Last but not least, you know, I like to kind of take, with this type of butter, I like to kind of take like the Mexican street corn style, and so we're using queso fresco cheese to just put on there.
Ooh, yum.
And it's actually a fresh Mexican cheese, so it's crumbled, and we can just add that on there, and it will kind of get a little melty, and then we can use our little corn holders if we want to just go ahead and eat it that way. Some people don't like to eat it off the ear, and they'll cut it off, and so whatever works. But
everybody's got their own special way, as we've talked about.
And this is kind of how you'll find it at farmers markets and things like that, with maybe a little bit of cheese on it. You can even leave, like if you just want to peel the husk back and leave it down here, it can kind of act like a handle too, so you can just get it right off the grill.
Which is really nice. But I love that we dressed up typical sweet corn a little bit and made it a little bit more fun and kind of a better appetizer maybe.
Exactly. I love it.
Wonderful. Well, if you would like this recipe, it's actually one of Julie's hot dish recipes. You can simply visit our blog at blog.festfoods.com.
Adios.